What's up, y'all? This is Amy Clark Smith Adventures. You have to excuse the way that I'm talking. I had my surgery today, and they had to switch to general anesthesia because I almost died, basically. I aspirated on my own spit and vomit while they were doing the surgery. So, and I'm like, I asked the nurse, I said, how much did I puke? And she was like, oh, no, not like, bleh. It was just more like, bleh. So it wasn't a lot, but still, I literally could have died. It was a close call, and I'm super glad that I just, that they were like, okay, you're having this surgery in the hospital. They basically told me last week that I am a old fat smoker, in their own words. I'm like, okay, this is why they couldn't do the surgery at the surgery center of the Towson Orthopedic Surgeon Center, because one, my BMI is too high, my body mass index. Duh. Look at that. Two, I have a history of smoking, which I do. Some days, people think I just light it up. I'm just like, puff, puff, give. No. Some days I smoke like 1 cigarette. Some days I smoke like 0 cigarettes. Some day I smoke like a pack. It depends on the mood that I'm in. But I do have a history of smoking. 3, I'm 49. Can't help my age, but so anyway, they decided that the surgery is going to be at the hospital, St. Joseph's, and I don't mind. Look, I don't mind St. Joseph's Hospital in Towson, Maryland. I think it's a nice hospital. You know, the people that work there are accommodating, except some of the nurses are like, what did y'all get it, like a 2 for 1? Did y'all hire like 2 for the price of 1? I don't know. They're just like, whatever. And they're kind of unprofessional. But not all nurses, because my recovery nurse was amazing. She was so sweet. And she was very attentive to me. And then this guy beside me, he had surgery also. And he was like bragging about like, oh, I'm up. I just had surgery and I'm up. And I'm so good for you, buddy. Good for you. Because I was in a freaking coma. Literally. Like I was like, no. And they kept telling me to breathe. Like I am. So finally I was just like, get off my back. Because the little monitor thing kept going beep, 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 beep. So I'm like, okay, I'm breathing. I'm breathing. Anyway, I was getting prepped. The one nurse, she was very nice. She was nice. Okay, I'll give her that. The prep nurse, she kind of had like the personality of just like, huh? Like she was nice. Like I'm not gonna dog her out or whatever. But she then tried to place a catheter in me. And I'm like, first of all, what size needles are you using? Because if you're using a 20, you better get it on the first try. Because if you don't know about catheter size and stuff like that, the lower the gauge, the sharper and the more it hurts. So she said, oh, I'm using a 22. And I'm like, good. Because I don't have time for this bullshit. And of course, she missed and she couldn't feed the line. And she couldn't, feed the blood through the catheter. And she tried like a couple times, and I'm like, and I know she just saw the look on my face like, okay, I'm gonna go get someone else. Yeah. Because I'm sitting there like, ow. And she, and I'm like, I don't know why you just don't try to put it in my hand. But they didn't. They put it like in my wrist, but like on the side. I'm like, what are you doing? So finally this other nurse came in. She was very sweet. And she got it on the first try. And sometimes it's no fault of the first nurse. It just sometimes it bees like that. Sometimes you're having an off day or whatever. So anyway, I'm waiting. They talk to you, blah, blah, blah. I go into the surgery. They're like, okay, get up on the table. Like, this is going to be like a fun thing. This is not fun. But okay. And they're like, lay down. And I'm like, okay. So they start giving me propofol. I'm not really feeling it because they only give you a little at a time. And then they're like, we're going to put in the nerve blocker. And I'm like, fuck. And I'm still awake, of course. So they start doing it like in this shoulder. And I'm like, ow. And I'm like, this fucking sucks. And they're like, I know. And I'm like, and I turn my head. And I'm like, this fucking sucks. And I'm out. And next thing I know, I'm waking up. And they're like, oh, it was a close call. Oh my God, you were like aspirated on your own vomit. And I'm like, what? Yeah, this is why you're so deep in your sedation. Because we had to switch to general anesthesia. And we had to trach tube you. Hence my voice. And I'm like, fuck. It's never easy for me. It's never easy. Nothing ever is easy for me. Okay. And I can't feel my arm. I still can't feel my arm. They're like, oh, you should be able to get your arm back. Feeling, you can feel your arm in like 6 hours, 12 hours. It is 3 a.m. Sorry. I still do not feel shit. I feel nothing. I cannot move my hand. I can't barely move my arm. You son of a bitches better not have fucked some shit up. And now I'm going to be like Earl on Pit Bulls and Parolees and can't use my arm because they jack the nerve. And I'm like, oh God, I can't deal with this. I think right now the biggest thing is the arm. Is like not feeling my arm. Because I'm not having pain, knock on wood. Not yet. But I can't feel my arm. And it feels weird. And does my husband have the AC running? It's November. Anyway, that's what happened. And they were going to keep me overnight. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, no. But then I started like breathing because they kept telling me, breathe, breathe, breathe. You got to breathe. And I'm like, and so I think that's what did it. I think me just being an asshole and being a wise ass and just breathing like I've never breathed before made me be able to go home. So, hopefully, pray for me. I'll get the use of my arm back. I literally was going to tell them, well, in surgery, can you like do some dermatology on me? Because I have anxiety, as y'all know. And sometimes what happens is I'll manically pick my face. And I just did because I was nervous about my surgery. Nervous. And so I'm like scarred up, like up here, down here, because I've just been picking my face. I don't have some disease. It's me picking my face and picking like pimples and blackheads and, you know, whatever. So, but that's it. That's what happened. Hopefully, I don't know about the future. I don't know when I'll be able to start filming again. Hold on. Fix my damn glasses. Literally, I've been a zombie since I gotten home. Like, I'm literally on the couch like, ugh. Because I advised them to not give me Oxy. And then they were going to give me perks in the hospital. And I was like, no. But they did talk me into giving me hydrocodone. And they're like, Amy, you will be thankful. You need something. Because it is going to be painful when this shit wears off. If it wears off. I literally feel like I've been living forever with this pain. Like, what did you all do to me? I'm telling you now, if I don't get the use or some kind of feeling back in my arm tomorrow, I'm going to be pissed. 12 hours my ass. They inserted this nerve blocker like 1:30 p.m. I got there at 10, prepped me, got me ready. I didn't go back there till about 1:30. And that's when they're, you know, and oh yeah, and they wheel you to the room, the ER room, and they're like waiting for you, and they're like, hi. Like, I don't know. I understand, like, being positive and, you know, not being like, you're gonna have your arm cut today, huh? But, you know, they were all like, hey. Like, I'm like, no. And I did do something. And literally when I did it, I started laughing, but they were like crickets in the ER. I was like, before they started doing shit to me, I was like, okay, don't Michael Jackson me, please. And they were all like, and I was like, I thought it was funny. My friend told me to do that, and so I was like, okay. I was like, whatever y'all do, don't Michael Jackson me. And they were all like, crickets. So, oh God, this friggin' weird feeling. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope everyone has a magical Thanksgiving. Mine's gonna suck. I am gonna be here home with my husband. I am not supposed to drive for like 10 freaking days. No, wait, 5 days. We'll see. We'll see. Because a bitch got places to fucking go. And how am I supposed to go to the appointment if I can't drive? I'm not Ubering shit. So, I can still drive with my left hand, thank you. Other than that, I'm just taking my hydrocodone, Vicodin, or whatever the F, and I'm living my life, and all it does is make me sleep. That's all it does. Just, hi, take the pill. You know, so, anyway, I'm rambling. That was my rant. That was kind of like my rant. My story time rant. And I just want to say I love you all. I love you all. You are amazing. Especially when you leave me positive, good feedback and comments. So I will talk to everyone later. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Have a wonderful holiday. Have a wonderful non-holiday. If you don't celebrate holidays, because there are lots of people that don't. And I don't fault you. So, mwah. Thank you.